Portsmouth, and home for HMS Dragon. An anxious time for families as the last moments of separation slowly slip away as the ship slips closer. A time also to reflect on Dragon's deployment. First, maritime security and counter-piracy patrols in the Indian Ocean. Then the waters off Cyprus, an extension to the deployment to help protect the 6,000 British personnel based there in light of the deteriorating situation in Syria. It's kept these families apart from their loved ones for longer, but that made the moment of reunion sweeter still.
Fantastic to be home, and it's a good turnout as well. I've come in a couple of times now, and this is the biggest turnout I've seen from any ship coming back from a deployment. So.
This is always just the most amazing moment when the gangplank is lowered and the families are reunited.
This is my little son, Reese, 5 months old. Oh, all of them at once.
It must be great to be back and see him.
It is definitely, yeah. It's been a long time. Yeah. So, yeah.
Woohoo! After 8 months! It's been challenging at times with the extension and stuff. It was quite challenging, but we've had some good stops. So it's sort of evened out a little bit, the good and the bad.
First of all, he needs to know where he lives, because I've moved since he left. So I think just actually enjoy married life, because we actually haven't had any time together, because he left a month after we got married.
What an amazing homecoming that was.
I've been in the Navy 23 years, and I've never seen a homecoming like that. There's 1,000 people on the jetty, the Military Wives Choir, the Royal Marines Band. It was just absolutely incredible.
A fitting way very much to end a long deployment, longer than officially billed. From your end, how has the deployment been?
The deployment, of course, HMS Dragon's maiden deployment, her first operational deployment, has been a huge success. It's been over 8 months. We've steamed over 50,000 miles. It has been a long deployment, but it's been incredibly successful.
In terms of the extension, HMS Dragon was sent to the Eastern Mediterranean to stand off Cyprus to provide support there, working very much with the RAF in the ongoing situation in Syria. That must have been quite a challenge, but I guess it also showed the capability of this particular vessel and its crew.
Yeah, and it's what, of course, the Royal Navy does. I mean, just look at what's happening in the Philippines at the moment. There's illustrious and daring, changing tasking at a moment's notice, going off to do that. We did the same. We were on patrol in the Indian Ocean, and our tasking switched, and we moved up into the Eastern Mediterranean, and as you say, worked with the Royal Air Force, and it's what the Royal Navy does. We can change role very quickly.
And it's great to see as well, we've seen these ships come on stream over the last couple of years. Now they're really going through their business. For someone with your experience, 23 years in the Navy, as you said, what is a Type 45 like to be in charge of?
It's just incredible. I mean, this is the best of British. BAE, Rolls-Royce, GE, all of the industry, all of our partners in industry that have been involved in creating this, really what is a world-beating air defence destroyer. We've spent a lot of time operating with the Americans, and the US Navy absolutely love the Type 45.
Stop off in Gibraltar on the way back, which is fairly usual for Royal Navy vessels. Bit of a time of concern though with that Spanish ship in there. Did you see any of that? No,
we didn't see any of that. We did our standard sovereignty patrol as we went in. Gibraltar for us is a well-used, well-loved a visit. It's great for the crew, but of course it's also important for for logistics reasons as well. Top up on a few stores, and of course this time we had some very special people there that joined us in Gibraltar, which was some of our families. So we had about 30 members of our families who joined us in Gibraltar and sailed home with us. So that was an incredible experience.
Now you are home. It's nearly Christmas time. It's going to be great for the crew now, isn't it?
It's absolutely wonderful, and I'd just like to take this opportunity. Well, I'm so proud of the crew, and I'm so proud of the ship's company and what we've achieved. But also, we couldn't have achieved what we've done over the last 8 months without the support and the love and of our families, who've been absolutely rock solid throughout. I'd like to thank them very much today. Today is about our families.
Ian Lau, thank you very much indeed for your time today, and welcome home. So the maiden deployment is finished. HMS Dragon is back home here in Portsmouth, and what a deployment it has been. Tim Cooper, Forces News, Portsmouth Naval Base.